just totally abandoned. Pomatimo, it's good to see you here. I totally abandoned like my whole flow here. Okay, Lijiang Tower, Eichenwalde, Qadsiah, Surabasa, and Circuit Royale here today. All right, happy Monday, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Getting into some week 5 of FACEIT League here today. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a busy weekend as far as Overwatch is concerned. We had a lot of Overwatch this weekend with the OWCS Swiss stage going on, and I don't really think it was Swiss stage for the Asia region. Asian region, whatever I'm trying to say. Japan, Korea, you get the idea. I think they were just in regular group stage at this point. I don't think they have like a Swiss qualifier stage, but yeah, there was pretty much Overwatch 24/7 over the weekend with OWCS kicking off. Both of our teams we're going to see today participated in that. Not only participated, but excelled. Had really, really good showings. I think surprisingly good showings, compared to what they were up against. Oh, hey, let me fix my audio real quick. There we go. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're kicking off week 5. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We've got, essentially 3 weeks left. Playoffs will start in September. We did get playoff announcement last week. Kind of got the schedule for playoffs announced last week. So we've got a little bit of an idea of what that's going to look like. It's going to be fast and furious. There's going to be a lot of games between the start of September and, basically throughout the month of September. But it's really those first 3 weeks. I think the last game's on the 24th or something like that. But it's going to get fast and furious, and I am hopeful. Fingers crossed, friends. I am hopeful to bring you as many of those matches as humanly possible across all the divisions. My intention was to get more open and advanced matches throughout the regular season. But frankly, it can be tough to know. It can be tough to know who to keep an eye on, who to watch. I'm always open to requests. We had a couple of requests for advanced matches, but they got rescheduled to times where I was already booked and stuff, so they kind of always fell through. But when it comes to playoffs, yeah, we'll definitely get some of those in here. I'd love to get the Open Division Grand Finals on this stream, if not a few other games as well. It depends on when those timings are. I believe Open, Advanced, and Expert are all being played at the same time. Advanced may be staggered a little bit. We'll have to wait and see as we get a little bit closer. But playoffs are definitely kind of at the end of the tunnel. We're starting to see that light. That is the postseason. And both of our 2 teams here today have a really good shot. Basically look locked in for playoffs at this point. It's a matter of who is going to make it on, who we're going to see in Master Division next season. I think that is a really big question when it comes to both of these teams. And I think there's a high possibility that it's 2 teams that move up. Y'all can correct me on that one. I'd have to go dig that up again. I'm embarrassingly lacking critical information on that one. But I think it's 2 teams that move up. With that said, these could very well be those 2 teams. We'll see. When we get into it a little bit more, I think I'd give Qadsiah the edge here today on paper. But both these teams look really, really strong. And that's coming off of very little information, right? So for you WASPO no fans out there, please do not take that as an insult. I just haven't seen y'all as much. And you've got a little bit more experience on the Qadsiah side, at least especially with Psycho and Skyle, right? So here, let's pull this up. Let's kind of get in. That is a black screen. That is, yeah. Yep. There we go. So Psycho and Skyle are the 2 that have been competing for some time, have been around the EMEA Path to Pro scene for since 2020, 2019, 2020. Here, let's go back to my notes. I should have it in my notes. It's really just that. It's just that experience level is the reason I would give the edge to Qadsiah here today. I don't have starting dates on my notes. That's bad on me. But both teams really looked exceptional. Can't understate enough how well these teams did in the OWCS Swiss stage. We saw both. Okay, so they end up basically neck and neck in the overall rankings. If we're going, is there a good way for me to pull this up on stream? Basically, in the final standings, like before they were separated into groups, which WASP Ono ended up number 2 in their group. Qadsiah ended up number 4 in their group. So I mean, really nice showings. But according to this list here from the Overwatch Esports Discord, it was Qadsiah ending up 8th and WASP Ono ending up 10th overall across all the teams that were competing in Swiss stage, right? So I mean, that's EXO, INT, SSG, and who else? TM played. Who was the 4th team that basically got a bye? EXO. Oh no, Gaming Gladiators. That's who I'm thinking of. Those 4 didn't have to participate in Swiss. So when I'm saying they got number 8, number 10 in Swiss, you know, those 4 teams were not included in that list. So let's take that. Let's be realistic about these expectations, but still an exceptional showing, right? So it's, and really, I think the most notable one I saw was WASP 2-1 Hypnos. That is a big upset. I mean, it's just strictly talking FACEIT. That is WASP, an expert team here in FACEIT League Season 2, beating a master team in FACEIT League Season 2. So, I mean, granted, it was a long weekend. Like, it was only a first to 2, but still, even with such a small sample size, I think it's a good indication, a really good benchmark that WASP could compete in Master Division and hold their own. I'll kind of say it's going to be a tough opponent, though. Like, this is not going to be an easy opponent for either side. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind here. So, not only are both of our teams going to be kind of fatigued coming into this match, as far as they played a lot of games over the weekend, right? They played, 11 matches over the weekend or something? That maybe they got one bye in one of those rounds, but they played 10 or 11 matches of Overwatch between Saturday and Sunday. Like, that is almost instant burnout. I don't know how you come in today and stay focused and really keep the concentration in and really perform at your best. And I'm not putting it past them. I fully expect an outstanding match despite that, but it's something to keep in mind, right? I mean, like, it's something you got to take into account as we're heading into this Monday matchup. Another thing is both of our teams are missing players. I'm not going to get into who is missing just yet. I'll wait until they finalize their lineups. Basically, because I don't want to spoil anything for their opponents. I don't want to give any early information away to either team, but needless to say, both teams are not going to be have the full starting rosters that they were hoping for, at least from the information that I've been given. Now, if something changes, you know, come match time over the next 5 minutes, we'll see. But, oh, excuse me. Frog in my throat. Here, let me get some green tea. It's maybe the best thing on the planet as far as drinks. Oh, 100-degree Texas summer, and I still just love a good hot cup of green. It is just the best. I swear it cures everything. Like, feeling a little... Who's LP? LP's been around since, like, 2022. Played on Angelic, Brolove. Here, let me pull up the wiki. Angels, excuse me. Angelic's the player. Angels. Sheer Cold was on Redline most recently. That's prior to Season 1 of FACEIT starting, I think. I'd have to go back and double check that. Finnish player. There you go. So that's LP. Been around since 2022. I probably cast them in Open Division or Trials. I forget where Equal Friend was in the rankings there at 2022, but I probably cast them in Trials or Open Division at some point. That sounds about right. I'm assuming you already knew and are just throwing the name out there, perhaps a friend, but still, no, let's get some info on these players. Ostrix, touted, self-touted at least on Twitter over the weekend as the best ball in EMEA. So that was pretty awesome. Enjoy seeing that. KDM, captain of the squad, is what I spoke with coming into this, and really kind of was saying that, contrary to a lot of what I hear, this is not what KDM said, but what they said really goes in contradiction to a lot of what I hear, where a lot of teams like to tout their macro and their team play and their center and their coordination. There is synergy there, but that's not really what I'm talking about here. KDM was touting their mechanical play, and that they really kind of just rely on their players being exceptional at the heroes they pull out. And, Ostrix already on Twitter bragging about being the best ball. We know they're not going to come out on your standard or Matcha or even Reinhardt or Diva comps, which we've been seeing a lot of throughout Season 2 here. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know if we are going to see the Wrecking Ball compositions here today, but it does give us, a little glimpse that they are not married to meta. So we'll see if Qadsiah can counter that. I feel like Qadsiah is, they're not really meta either. They do play a little bit more meta, I think, than I'm expecting to see on the other side. But we have seen Ziad pull out quite a bit of Junker Queen. And live in just, there's so many situations. I think one of the biggest strengths of Qadsiah, besides Iconvalda, is that they can keep Ziad alive through the most impossible situations. Like from the times I've had them on stream, Ziad seems to survive, and I think it's a combination of good macro, of just exceptional play from Ziad as a tank. And then, just good play from the backline. You've got, Skyle, who's an exceptional flexible player. And is able to find those angles and really thread the needle, get that perfect timing, that pixel frame perfect timing on your big flex support cooldowns. So it makes for a very difficult team to kill. Team Qadsiah seem to last in team fights. So I think that's kind of, which makes for an interesting dichotomy here, right? We've got a team that is touting their pop-off potential and their just sheer mechanics to win team fights, and then a team that seems very, very difficult to kill. Particularly, unless you've got a big wombo combo, or get some very quick burst damage. Oh, speaking of the Wrecking Ball player, Ostrix in chat with the follow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really looking forward to getting you guys on stream. Really looking forward. It's our first time seeing Waspo No on stream. That's a travesty. And we're fixing that right here, right now, today. Get into week 5. What else do I got for you? This is, we're at first to 3. You've got, bans go back and forth. All bans are done right here in the beginning. Speaking of, here, let's just go ahead and pull. Hey. We'll go back to this page. Why I fix stuff. All right, just in time too. There we go. There we go. Okay, very quick Busan ban out of Qadsiah here to kick things off. And they are wasting it. I like teams that know exactly what they wanted to ban. Oh, I didn't even see the other one. I was trying to get this Qadsiah ban in, and I didn't even see the WASP ban. My goodness. Y'all are fast. Y'all know exactly what you want to play. Now, if you've seen me stream Qadsiah before, you know what I'm looking for here. WASP ban Kings. Qadsiah is going to ban, I'm guessing, Para-ISO. They want Iconvalda. No, they ban Blitz. Okay, one of the two. Now do we get the Para-ISO pick? We talked about it before. The Qadsiah's record on Iconvalda is nuts. Is so good. I didn't get to check. I didn't check the exact numbers on that today, but last time I checked, it was something like 88% win rate on Iconvalda dating back to Season 1. Like, through the entirety of FACEIT League here in Overwatch, they have around an 88% win rate on that map. It's bonkers. All right. WASP ban out Runasapi. Push. Good news on hybrid, at least for WASP fans out there, is they do have map pick on that map too. Bad news is Qadsiah will get map pick if we go to the map 5. All right, it's a Junkertown ban, and from Qadsiah. Dorado ban, and from WASP no. All right. And that is all of our bans in. Give me just... Oh, shoot. I didn't... Wait, I swore I launched Overwatch. I know I launched Overwatch. Let me get this launched real quick before... Oh, yeah, that invite just went out, didn't it? Oh, my God. What happened? I could have swore I launched Overwatch. Why didn't this launch? Oh, no wonder. Okay, my Overwatch is acting up. God, I didn't even notice. What's going on? Oh. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. Skunk moment. Hopefully I can get in. I had to restart my computer because I ran out of RAM and I want to be fresh going into this. And so Steam was asking me for my password, and I didn't, like, I just launched Overwatch, went back to doing production stuff, and didn't even notice the fact that it was looking for a password. Oh, what a brain fart. What a Monday moment. Oh, Lunar, you're too kind. You're too kind. Oh, we got in. Woo, we got in. We got in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I was panicking. I was panicking. All right. Sorry, y'all. That just threw off my whole game plan here. Okay. What was that ban from? Oh no, it was a Samoa ban. So I thought that was. Okay. Initiating match. Sorry, I went into instant panic mode and like just totally abandoned. Pomatimo, it's good to see you here. I totally abandoned like my whole flow here. Okay, Lijiang Tower, Iconvalda, Qadsiah, Surabasa, and Circuit Royale here today. As we get in here, first time. No, I get nervous all the time. All right, let's kick it off. Week 5. Here we go. We're gonna start things off on Lijiang Tower. Had to give it a moment for OBS to catch up. All right, got a little Monday brain fart, but you know we got that out of the way. 10 seconds to go. 2 8-0 teams here to kick off week 5. And our first look at WASP Oh No on stream. I kind of touched on, hinted at a bit of a change. Skyle is playing tank here today, so no Ziyad in the roster for Qadsiah. We're getting a little bit of a change up. QRXU is filling in the DPS role here for WASP Oh No. So those are the two that I was told about, where neither team is really at their full starting roster in this matchup. Both teams kind of playing with a little bit of a handicap. But you know what? I guess it's on both sides. I gotta say, I did not expect to see the Skyle Winston into this matchup. And both teams, you can see, are playing a little timid here to kick things off. Oh, Bionade, great timing. As it was right when Ostrix was looking to engage, so the rest of the team not able to follow up on that pile driver. Both teams still just go back and forth. Finally, we get the engage in from Skyle. Psycho going in to join. Good disengage out here from WASP. Oh no. No fatalities, and Ostrix is able to clap back. He will live. Not able to get the job done there with the Deadeye. It's an early Ant Matrix that proves to be the difference maker. Late trades from Qadsiah, but still first control goes over to WASP. Oh no. Run us with a follow. Thank you so much. Just a reminder, I do not have alerts turned on while we're in game, but still really appreciate the support. Thank you, everybody, for being here. All right. Second attempt here from Qadsiah. They spot Ostrix, who is Playing a little sneaky chandelier up top. All right, Nano throwing it on the Skyle. And I'll kind of say I really like to get a pick on this. They do, but it's a trade out for their Tracer. Primal in the back. Skyle, oh, that's a cell barrier you got to work through on that Deadeye. Kadium did get slapped, so Skyle's going to try to turn their attention over to the Baptiste. Ooh, little rusty on the Primal skills. And KDM's able to escape with just a sliver of health. Qadsiah does get the flip through all of this, and Psycho able to find an execution in the back line. So Qadsiah able to stabilize despite Skyle falling on the Winston. Mines and Blizzard at the ready, running into a rally on the other side. On a Brig cast, I think would be an ideal target for this Blizzard, but you might just choose to lock down the Winston instead. We'll put her on the outside. Percentage already being built. Keelan's going to throw in the Deadeye. Get the May wall up to block it. And Katie through the Amp Matrix. Finds a beautiful kill. KRXU. The sub finds a pair as well. This is going to be third fight win. WASP, oh no, regain control of the point. QRX, you don't stand on the table. That's just rude. Element Wasp, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Like, we got both halves. We had Oh No with the tier 1 sub last week, and Element Wasp showing up this week. By your powers combined. Hopefully you put together a win on Lijiang Tower. Ostrix looking for a boot right out of the gate. Yeah, let's go to some Ostrix. Oh, we'll go to some QRXU pops since Ostrix is taking a nap. That was a big bio nade from Factor. But Factor does pay for it. Not able to get the Nano out before Lippy sent them off the side. And a very quick clap back bodes well here for Wasp. Oh no. Let's go to that Deadeye, or we could go to the Ant Matrix instead. Oh, Psycho landing the stick as I fumble around in my F keys to try to find QR's POV. Blizzard does eventually come out, not able to lock Skyle down with it. They did have the jump to move to the outskirts, but still, they're trapped in by the wall and overwhelmed by the forces here from Wasp. Oh no. Now with an Implication Matrix up, let's see if I can find that QR POV. Well, that's a Nano QLM, just gets battered down by the Peacekeeper. Turns out double damage is better than damage resistance. One headshot onto Psycho. Haku picks up one. Second shot lands as Wasp. Oh no, cap first round. No, that is Skyle, the flex support. They have two off-rolling. Ziyad is traveling. So unfortunately, the starting tank for Qadsiah is not able to make it today. So they are having to off-roll a little bit. So that's Fakehater playing support. And then Skyle moving off of flex support, obviously playing tank here for him today. What was that voice line? That was amazing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're going to brawl it out. Control center.
Capture the objective.
Well, I say that. We're actually not going to brawl at all in control center. We're going to have a ball Winston comp. It was just an expression, y'all. It was just an expression. Ooh, Psycho caught out early. That was an Icicle from Hev combined with a good placement there from Ostrix for first blood mere seconds into this round. Vector try and Fakehater, excuse me, trying to help with the escape and succeeds in doing so. It's a great nade to kind of bolster the team despite the early loss. Woo. Say that, KDM lands a good purple, still not enough. First cap goes out over to Qadsiah. Psycho, welcome back. All right, KDM's BAP was pretty outstanding. We saw there in round one. Let me keep an eye on this Auto. Saw a big bio nade there in the first fight. Gonna launch another one in here. Ostrix trying to go in and follow up on it. And it's gonna make good. QRXU is gonna find a pair on the Tracer. He'll picks up one as well. Able to dance around the bubble. Ooh, Skyle with a nice little move. Finds a trade. Don't know it's gonna affect much in this fight, but Psycho continues to stall. If these kills don't come through quick enough from Wasp, oh no. Qadsiah will get reinforcements back on this point. Skyle getting dangerously close to a primal rage. And that should just solidify the stall. Vacator finds that kill onto Lippy, and actually that's going to do it. I was looking for the front line here to stabilize. It's the Ana that gets the job done. Nano boost thrown in from KDM onto Ostrix. Try to clap back as QR finds a stick with the pulse. The Wasp I know are bleeding reinforcements, and they've got to bail. I say that. Doesn't look like everybody got the memo. 65% and counting. What you doing over here, Ostrix? Ooh, okay, I know you're there now, KR. Yorks, you making some noise and rotation back around to the front of the point. Ostrix with mines. Trying to decide where you're going to engage. Skyle gets the nano in the back, as it's going to be Qadsiah taking the initiative. Heard the mines come out directly thereafter, but Psycho and Skyle combined for 3 already. They're able to just move on the board and circumvent the mines. And we're all tied up. We're headed over to Night Market. This is threatening to be a 100-0 here from Qadsiah. Barring a miracle here from Ostrix. QR will make it back to the point here to keep things alive. Sound barrier on the point. Only finds a Lippy and Ostrix. Oh no, it got Helv as well, but Helv is taking a nap in the back. Ostrix is stalled long enough for the rest of the team to get back. Woo! QR hit the point just in the nick of time. That overtime bar was gone. Now QR trying to follow up with a kill on the Facator. QR, no! Everybody got off the point.
Score 1-1.
That overtime was going for so long. You know, the moment they stepped off, that thing just disappeared like an ice cube on a summer sidewalk in Texas in August at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the hottest time of the day here because it's flat. It's as flat as Wasp-Ono's attack there on that map. Oh, sorry, that was me. That was me. But it was a 100-0. KDM sticking with the Ana, heading in to round 3 of Night Market. Early positioning already thwarted a bit from Ostrix and the rest of Wasp-Ono. They're going to rotate around coast side. I kind of see us stay out in main, sending Psycho on the off angle. Everybody else pushing up here through the front door. Psycho with a little bit of pressure on the back does cause the supports to think twice, turn their head, and back out to cover as our teams exchange blows on the point. First cap, I mean, give them pretty much for nothing over here to Wasp-Ono, something they weren't able to find in round 2. Already a better start here. Bionade thrown in, it's the go side for Psycho. Forces out the cryo freeze from Helv. And they were stuck in a bit of a difficult spot, able to jump out over the May wall, but Ostrix picks up Haku in the back. Vacator and Psycho just trying to bail. Woo, careful. Careful, Vacator. You got a B feet. Get out of there. Let's go down on the outside. All right, check out this chandelier routine from Ostrix. I think Skyle's wise tier whiz. Oh, the body block. Trying to save Helv. The wall comes up in desperation, but this does mean that Skyle can move on fearlessly to the objective without worrying about getting walled off. His eyes set on the 2 supports on the left-hand side. Nano is in, waited it out, and lands the short jump onto KDM for the kill. Decides to go for the DPS in the back, has the bubble to block off QR in case they got up to that dead eye, but weren't. Still about 10% away. Systematic fight win here from Qadsiah to flip the point. Oh, Ostrix going in over the top. If you had anything to combo that. Yeah, the nade went in with it. What a great nade. Now it's a sound barrier out. But Ostrix bioed in their own right. Haku caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Tried to get out of the blizzard, but couldn't escape. Here comes Skyle, though. Skyle was mad. That was amazing. Skyle just comes flying in from off screen to pick up QR, and it's a 4v4 left on this point. Moves on to the objective, bubbling up for a moment while the rest of the team is circling around through main. QLM picks up Ostrix to alleviate some pressure onto Skyle, who rotates her back around to regroup with the rest of the squad. Cryo freeze forced out. Nice shot from QLM onto the head of KDM. Now turn back around, knowing that Hev has no ice block in the back. Pair of headshots will put him down. The point back in control of Qadsiah. Beautiful shooting out of QLM there in that exchange. Just clicking heads. I mean, it's that simple. And then against, you know, never mind, another nano engaged. I felt like they just had one. Pulse will get blocked by the cryo freeze, but that's a lot of low health bars. Skyle, pretty darn low in their own right. Bionade land, and Ostrix is going to win out that take duel, and that was on a nice edge. Psycho picking up the Ana in the back, though, means this 4v3 player advantage is feeling a little flimsy. Psycho returns to the fight. Looks like, oh no, they are not gonna give up. Oh, they tried to contest the cap. Skyle doesn't make it in time. FACEIT picks up a really nice pick onto Hev, though. As the rest of WASP Ohhhhh are trying to follow Skyle out, FACEIT is able to sneak one in. Now the advantage to Qadsiah. Bionade in the backup. That one landed. KDM's got to respect it. Throws the nano in on Ostrix, who's trying to separate the team with the nades. ULM finds one with the Deadeye. Where are all my red jerseys? The only one I see is Ostrix here on the point, and they're looking purple, trying to hide inside their own nest of mines. They got to just bail to try to find a mega. 99-73, we're going down to final fight here to determine map 1. What do we got? Blizzard Sound Barrier versus Rally and Pulse. Pulse came out very early. Ball on the point. There goes Skyle, the contestant. Once again, doesn't make it in time. Trying to cut it a little too close. Back up front, the wall, the blizzard. Oh no, the massive amount of carnage here in front of the point. Qadsiah, they drop like flies, frozen stiff. And the overtime bleeds away. WASP Ohhhh walk away with map 1. And you know what? They told me it was on the back of some mechanics. I don't know about that. That was a pretty good macro there on the back of that fight. Goes all the way down to the wire. We're in for a good one, y'all.
Play of the game.
That was a good one. Okay. Is that my first look at WASP Ohhhh on stream? I'm impressed. Now, I mean, again, as we touched up, you know, anybody who's just joining in, no, neither team is playing with what they would like to have as their starting roster. It's our first look at FACEIT on stream. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. And you can just kind of see by the experience, you're, you know, not quite as highly rated as I said. You can see by experience. I'm not showing you all anything. Bad streamer. I know it just went black now. I gotta accept this invite. Let's take a look at some stats here from map 1. I mean, FACEIT had some amazing nades. Those bio nades were on point. Same can be said for the other side, though. I felt like, I mean, MDK was doing really good, both on the BAP and on the Ana. We saw in the back 2 rounds. Ooh, I mean, just the raw heal output was through the roof. My goodness. I mean, pretty darn even. Of course, the Wrecking Ball a little bit tougher to kill than everybody else.
Ready for battle.
That's MDK and Hev with the most deaths, but I mean was what swapping off between the Tracer and then played the May there in that 3rd round. As we get into round number 2, we are heading into Eichenwalde. This was WASP Ohhhh's map pick. And I've talked about it quite a bit. How just damn good Qadsiah is on this map. So, great opportunity for tied up here. Let me get your side swap up top, because WASP No is kicking us off on the defense.
5, 4, 3,
There we go.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Oh, there you are. I was like, where's Ostrix? All right, Skiles, once again, wise to your ways. Sorry, that was an awkward angle, but it was fun to see. Biode slept. Immortality forced out. Ostrix still dies. As the chandelier just got smashed. Nice boop onto Lippy. Almost forced a kill there. Trying to get some exit picks. Maywall trying to prevent that, but this is going to be a very quick one and done. A very quick one and done. That may be the fastest Iconvalda we have seen in Season 2 yet. 40 seconds to cap that. That was fast. All right, let's see how this defense is setting up here for point B. I mean, I think this is really where Ostrix and company unlock. Being able to use the high ground to go back and forth. It was a good boop from a Lippy to prevent Skyle from reaching high ground there on the initial attempt. We do have Psycho pushing in from the outside, 4% away from a pulse. Let's check this one out. I anticipate they're going to try to use it here soon. As Skyle moves up, the pulse will land onto the cast. No combat roll, apparently, as QR will go down. Let's swap over to this Primal Rage. That's not the Primal. That's the Primal just in time. To see KDM battered by those big ham hawk fists. We'll stick around. Take out Hev after the cryo freeze ends, and it's 2 fight wins in a row here for our Qadsiah. Blizzard online here for the defense. Sound barrier as well. They are free to be fairly aggressive with this sound barrier. May not even need it, as a good wall will seal Skyle's fate. Now the rest of the team just moving on some cleanup. Looks fairly clean. Ooh, Lippy got real darn close. But other than that, clean fight win for the defense and one they desperately needed. As they're able to stabilize and get their first fight win here on this map. This will allow them to get some high ground and allow Ostrix to stage however they want, or just keep putting pressure on. By the way, I respect the fuel skin. Burn blue. Born and raised in Dallas. I'm a day one fuel fan. Anyway, don't get distracted. Sorry, I saw something shiny. Shiny and blue. No ults spent from the defense as the Blizzard's going to go up to prevent Skyle. Oh, no. What a Blizzard. Is the follow-up there? Okay. Now we're going to get the rally pop for the attacking team. And it's Fakehater who comes up with the kill. It was a perfect Blizzard, but the rest of WASP No, I think, had dropped down to try to engage the backline while Skyle was frozen up. It ends up not working out. Now, Psycho does eventually fall here. Deadeye from the high ground. Oops, Keelan is no longer on F7. Takes a bit of damage. Oh, not quite able to get a Lippy as they were peeking up over the top of the correlation there. Nano boost thrown onto Ostrix, who's up in the high ground and just causing a lot of problems up top. Meanwhile, QR is able to pick up QLM. Skyle is taking a nap while all of this is going on, and the attack falls apart for the second time in a row. Defense able to hold, moving in for some exit picks here on the back with less than 3 minutes remaining. LP. Okay, LP. Apologies. I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you for the correction. I want to get the names right. So, no, I appreciate you letting me know. All right. Let's see how the chandelier act works this time. Skyle actually not aware on this one. Able to sneak in, but the shield up in good time there from Haku. Denies the pile drive efficiency. Here comes out Qadsiah heading up to the high ground. Meanwhile, back on point, a 1v2. That Psycho's going to win out. Oh, but QRXU able to clap back. Ilpi up on the high ground. Try to reinforce getting that name right while the Blizzard is tossed out. QLM not able to roll out of it, but receives the nano boost to keep them alive through this. Oh, this has gotten very broken. Ostrix has returned on the point. So nobody can correct me. Is it ostrix or ostrix? Like an ostrich? Gonna throw mines out in the corner. That will force a bit of a separation here. But FACEIT is able to find LP. Moves back out. Oh, Canadians swore they got the sleep. We didn't see it. Check the tape. Check the tape. Teleport in. Nice recontest. What a quick move. Quick thinking out of WASP. Oh no, and they're able to get the pick onto Skyle. They are bleeding out a pair. But this is down to the very end. KDM finished off by QLM. Psycho accompanying the DPS on this point as Haku throws out the rally to try to finish this thing off, and indeed they shall. The rally is enough to batter down the doors. Jedi versus Nano Boost coming into this. I don't feel like WASP No have been taking very aggressive engagements despite being on the wrecking ball. They seem to really like kind of the counter punch play. Let Skyle engage first and then Ostrix goes in. All right, they are going to nano first in this instance though. Try to throw off the tempo a little bit. That was, oh, that sleep was so close. But the wrecking ball combo with QRXU's able to pick up 3 before it's all said and done. Put a stop to this push.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yep, Ziad is traveling. Ziad. Sorry, try to get it right. Yeah, Ziad is traveling. KDM with a pair of kills to start things off. Just setting up on the entrance. Like a shooting gallery here for the captain of WASP. Oh, no. Oh, almost had that sleep on to Psycho. 60 seconds remain. And that was on the Skyle, excuse me. There's Psycho. Oh, that's a Blizzard down onto a sleeping Winston. Skyle popped the Primal Rage in an effort to try to just tank through all of the damage from the Blizzard, and it works. Factor QLM are able to pick off the kills in the backline. As Helv is just going to throw themselves onto the point and try to stall as long as possible. Skyle is getting percentage up front, but this move does separate the team out long enough, and Hev finds a kill. So only 3 strong. Qadsiah have 19 seconds. Try to round this final corner and get as much work done here as they can. The backline will be moving through a minefield. And a nice pile drive, followed with a nice push on the Skyle. This is going to make this exceptionally difficult. The 2 supports are here, trying to run through a minefield to initiate overtime. The bash through succeeds, but they're purple. And Haku eventually falls. The sound barrier, just the exclamation point on a fantastic defense. Ostrix. Wait, Ostrix over Ostrix. Okay, gotcha. Ostrix, gotcha.
Switching sides.
Ostrix. Yeah, it could be 3 different ways. You know, and when I first looked at it, it looked so simple. You know, just kind of like how Qadsiah's attack here. You know, they thought it was going to be so simple when they were getting into point C. But no. Ostrix was able to get the job done. Even keeping on the wrecking ball. Playing wrecking ball on 3rd point Eichenwald, are you kidding me? And making it work. So great job from Ostrix and Ilpi, and I'll eventually get their names right. I genuinely do appreciate the help on that. Good hold. There you go. Ilpi 13 is a French player who's currently playing for WASP No. Yeah, with Ziad, it's just a matter of where the emphasis is.
5, 4.
And it took me, my dumb American brain wanted to swip the emphasis on that.
Defend objective A.
All right. Qadsiah stopped on their point C attack. Not something you see very often. Win con set here for WASP. Oh no. Stay undefeated in Season 2. An EMEA expert trying to move up to 9-0. Both teams undefeated thus far. Okay, to see we're able to one and done point A in record time. It only took them 40 seconds to cap first point. Skyle's under a lot of pressure here. QLM moving up to try to bail him out, but the sleep from KDM lands as well as a great bio nade. Unfortunately, they trade themselves out with Psycho. Good news on that is Ostrix doesn't need as much sustain as any other tank in the game and could still get the job done. A kill on a Facehater might just be the ticket. And deep inside the house, it's a bit of a ballroom blitz here in Tiny Overwatch. Hev does fall. The cleave damage from the Tesla cannon proving fatal. QR trades. Ostrix back on the point. LP has rejoined, and the pulse from Psycho won't land, as this has been very broken Overwatch. Just trying to keep pressure on the objective. 2 ticks picked up here from Ostrix, but now they're purple. KDM and Ostrix will fall, or excuse me, and LP will fall. Ostrix, you gonna make it out? Woo, Ostrix barely makes it out. A lot of ults online. I mean, quite a few. 3 ults online in just 90 seconds. Here from WASP. Oh no, so they make their second attempt on this point. 2 ticks already picked up. Nano boost thrown in on the Skyle here, and once again, it's a very fast and aggressive engagement coming out from Qadsiah. They're able to convert 2 kills on the back of that, losing only Haku in that exchange. We do have Ostrix on the objective, threw down some mines, which Psycho unfortunately stumbled into, got booped into, no telling. Is that opening a window? Is that a big enough window here for WASP? Oh no, to try to push in and get that last tick they need. Ostrix certainly thinks so. Is going to move right back in onto the objective. Kind of has to shake off of some stars of the flashbang. Little spin to win to regroup and try to take Skyle down. But Skyle has a primal rage. Whoop. Using that to disengage for a moment. Server to play. Sound barrier engagement in from WASP. Oh no, onto this point. Willem trying to back out from around the corner. And that's 3 ultimates put into kind of a stagnant moment on the point. 65 seconds to go. Hell with an opening pick as Ostrix moves on to the objective. Bionade onto Scout to keep him alive, so attention turned onto the Brig, and Haku just is absolutely surrounded. Kind of sectioned from the rest of the team. Skyle gave pursuit and was able to find 1 kill, but that's going to be it. WASP, oh no, get this car on the road. Fine, thank you for the follow. Core temperature rising here for WASP, oh no. Alright, Skyle set up opposing the rest of the team. Ostrix was going for the boop. Flew a little too high. That was an awesome rollout, though. I loved that rollout. Like, didn't touch the ground as they flew over the bridge and back over this section. Fortunately, didn't make contact. But good news for Oh No is Skyle's not able to find really any picks in the back line. Didn't get over halfway to that next primal rage. Ostrix is able to succeed in getting QLM down to the low ground, but Vacator is able to land asleep, throw out a nano boost onto Skyle. Oh, now in a bit of trouble here in the back line. Fins off Ostrix, but Skyle dives as well. Both of our tanks are struggling here with their engagements into the back line. Ostrix is still on their 4 legs and another tiny hamster feet. You are in a bit of a duel. Here comes Haku trying to bail him out. Flash fan lands and Hev with the final blow. All turns take Psycho down as well, and an exercise in focus fire on point here from WASP. Oh no, as they're going to win this one out. A lot of time eating off the clock, I will say, here from Qadsiah. And they continue to keep pressure on. Like, Qadsiah just does not stop. They are relentless. Even after they lose a fight, very quickly turn around and just force WASP to do it all over again. Now doing it from a deficit. Psycho, I thought you were going to throw in that pulse off the top ropes. Don't need it. Go in with the final blow onto QR. LP will not make it out. Slick little move from Ostrix to get out of there. Taking notes. Oh, Wrecking Ball pathing. 65 seconds remain. Vacator's been pretty nasty with this auto here today. All right, Skylit down low. Saw what they thought might be a vulnerable Hell, at least trying to at least trying to get the ice block out the cryo freeze. That Deadeye does eventually come out from QLM, or excuse me, that was from QRXU. The other Q. Primal Rage fading from Skyle, but still enough to get LP out of the fight. Continuing rush thrown in from KDM, and I heard Mines up over the top there. Let's check out what's going on in the back. It's a rally from Haku. Batters down KDM. Puts an end to this. It was like two different engagements going on here, and Qadsiah won both of them. With 18 seconds. Ooh, they thought about a Widow Swap. Hez Blizzard. It's all in the back of Hez Blizzard. And that might just be it. QLM finding that kill. Skyle is nanoed in the back. That is in WASP Oh No's back line. Ostrix does initiate overtime and a little spin to win here on the objective, but particularly with a Brig here, it's gonna be difficult to stay around. QRXU comes in to tap in. Deadeye from QLM to try to secure this point. Finds QR, turns around, finds Ostrix as well. One headshot onto LP. That Blizzard is laid onto the point. Skyle's able to jump up and out. The bubble to LOS the rest. Now Qadsiah tie us up and continue their exceptional streak on Eichenwalde. Oh, Hammond voice lines are just awesome. Hammond voice lines are absolutely amazing. Amazing performance from Qadsiah for sure. I'm very curious. I kind of want to go check here when we're all said and done what how their stats are looking for Eichenwalde now. Woo wee. Let's take a look at some stats. Psycho with 37 elims, by far leading the lobby. QLM leading the lobby in damage. 17k damage there from QLM. And a dominant performance, which now sees Qadsiah heading over to their own map pick. So, reminder, that was WASP Oh No who picked there for map 2. Yes, we are getting a side swap here, so let's be preemptive on that. I'll get that swap for you before we head in. Sorry, I had to go to my ugly mug while I got loaded in and change some things. We can go back into some stats now. The screen breaks while I'm in Overwatch. I haven't found a good fix for that yet. Anyway, let's see. Anything? What stands out to y'all on stats? What stands out here? It's the very equivalent damage down the board from WASP Oh No stands out. Again, they were like, oh yeah, we rely on individual mechanical skill, and I swear their macro is, like their teamwork is very good. They do take kind of desperate fight, not desperate like they're desperate for a fight win, but disparate, as in separate, kind of all over the place fights. Which I mean kind of suits the Wrecking Ball comp, right? That does kind of suit their strengths and that play style that we're talking about with individual mechanics, but when you start seeing the calls come in for, for focus fire and you get the peel from Ostrix, like that's when you start to see the communication. You can start to see some of that macro. And a bit of a counterpunch play. Not very often you get a counterpunch Wrecking Ball team. Wrecking Ball teams are usually go, 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 go. It's hyper fast. And WASP Oh No seem to be a little bit more of a counterpunch Wrecking Ball team, which I find just fascinating. All right. We're headed into Qadsiah here for map 2. Once again, Qadsiah's pick. All tied up in this opening matchup for week 5. As I find the right button. There we go. I'll say your most played map so far here on stream, at least that I have seen. New Queen Street, noticeably absent. It's on the side of a milk carton somewhere. No changes from Qadsiah. KDM sticking with the Ana. So haven't gone back to the BAP since that opening round we saw in Gardens. And it's been working out pretty well. Have on the Tracer here, which makes a lot of sense. It's so the off angles are just too important on this map to try to run a May and just run it at main. So makes sense. You gotta keep Psycho in check. That is definitely gonna be a high priority for both Ostrix and Hev. I just realized with the accent over the E. Is that a he? Is that heave? That may be heave. Apologies for any mispronunciations. I do apologize. QLM with the opening kill here on Qadsiah to start things off. And couldn't find a more priority pick. Taking KLM down out of the back. KDM, my goodness. We've got a lot of just letter names in this one, so it's been breaking my brain a little bit, not gonna lie. Skyle broken like an egg. Just shattered up on the high ground. Got way too aggressive and a bit ahead of the rest of the team. May cost Qadsiah. It's definitely going to cost him control of the bot. May cost him the lead. Nice combo from Ostrix, and I think that was QR that was comboing with that kills. Ooh, Pulse Bomb nearly lands. Ostrix does good just to get out of the way of that. Qadsiah do, in fact, maintain their lead. Now pushing forward with a nano boost. Just taking out. KDM was close to having it. Skyle was already juiced up. Glowing blue. I'm not sure you even needed the primal, my friend. Good fight win. Should be time. Okay, let's check the staggers. There's a stagger going on back here, right? Yeah, Ostrix looking to regroup so that they can contest here before the checkpoint. We are going to see how Qadsiah just kind of back into the cubby. Actually, kind of backing into Cafe. A little bit different approach. I don't know. Oh, I was going to say, let's check on the sight lines from this angle. Yeah, Skyle gets melted. Hev gets melted as well. Ostrich is taking a nap. Able to wake up from that, though, and whoop! That is an honor right in your sights. Able to land the 1-2 punch onto both supports. And we go. WASP, oh no, back in control. Taurus says hi, YouTube. My chat doesn't make it onto YouTube, but I will relay the message for you. Ooh, nice little stutter step back from QLM, prevented them from being knocked down to the low ground. That would have been instant death, and very potentially the lead. So just that quick little awareness, eyes in the back of the head of QLM. Nano boost thrown onto Ostrix. The pile driver doesn't make it to the high ground where they were looking to go. It's going to burn a little bit of time off of this nano, but a good pile nade has put Fakehater into a tough spot into the back. Psycho finds themselves on the wrong end of an explosion. Ostrix a little bit low, though. Cannot pursue the kill on a Fakehater. Nano boost thrown onto Skyle here. Try to flip this point back the other way. Oh, I was on the wrong paw, 100%. Let's get on the right paw. That's Ostrix finding QLM. That's Waspo no with the lead. Very close to getting this checkpoint as well. This is, I mean, just not having to stop next time if you have to come through here is an extra team fight win. I mean, it's 10 seconds. You don't have to wait. Oh, no, but okay. It's a bit of a trade out here. See if Ostrich can get it done without their Ana. Go back to some Ostrich Pov. UR gets one. There's still 3 down low, including a Brig. Ostrix has no supports here to back him up as Psycho looking to chase down that kill, but Hev has already picked up one in the back. Finds Haku, finds the only support remaining here for Qadsiah. Skyle responds with a primal rage of their own, loops back around and just trying to stop this cart, perhaps. Yeah, maybe pick up a kill onto Ilpy. Ilpy's running. Is there any peel? Oh, there's a boop. Skyle gives up on it. Even had the bubble there to prevent the healing, but here comes the reinforcements. Nade lands just in time to save Hev. Nano thrown into that as well. Let me get some Nano Hev Pop. His eyes are set onto Haku here in the backline. It's a lot of melees. Haku won't die. What a back and forth. What an exchange. It seems like a pure stalemate between these two teams. Anytime I feel like one team has an edge, the other team is able to trade out. Ostrix gets out with just a sliver of health. Skyle tries to pursue, but it's just not fast enough. Hev is able to land the pulse on the high ground, and it's QLM, the recipient of the Nano, trying to get the shot. Psycho was there to finish off LP. Fanning that big old hammer onto Ostrix will scare off Wasp. Oh no, finally. 10 meters separate these two teams. Neither team with the checkpoint. 4:20 on the clock. Tee-hee. Who am I hearing back here? Psycho, who are you doing with? Where's Hev? Okay, Hev's over here. They're playing along the outsides. Interesting positioning here from Qadsiah. Just kind of indicative. They want to go take this open area by Mega and then loop around, but woo, they were not able to get the firepower they needed. And the sleep comes in late. That had to be QR just pouring damage into Skyle, right? I think Skyle was hopeful they could get that primal online. Good shot from QLM, but I don't think it's going to be enough to prevent this cap. Oh, does Skyle invest here just to try to stop the cap? Yes, they do. Momentarily slept, trying to follow up. Bot heading back in their direction as well as they're juggling both supports in the back line. Currently purple, and they got to bail on finding any of those kills, but they do prevent the checkpoint. I feel like QR was just going to dink the head of Psycho on that one. All right, sound barrier in. Ostrix has received the Nano. But you're running into a rally, and that's just so difficult. Still, the teamwork exceptional. The macro on point here from WASP. Oh no. Now they do lose KDM in the back line. The strategy from Qadsiah has only had middling success. That's what you really need. You need that kill on to Ostrix. And Psycho went out this 1v2 in the middle. Gets the pulse. Oh, it's not enough. QLM is able to get the kill. Wow, this fight is this whole match is just down to the wire. Blasho, you coming through with a with the follow. I appreciate it. Ace first fanboy here, amazing. Ace was one of the first events I ever cast. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but opening pair of kills here, very important as we approach the 2-minute mark. It's one ult expended from Waspo. No, they protect their lead. Can they get the checkpoint? I feel like if they get checkpoint here, it's going to be really difficult. Let's try to keep chat in English, please. I don't speak French, so I'm not able to moderate that. Apologies. Nano boost thrown on to Skyle here. Immediately getting that kill onto QRXU. That should be enough to prevent the cap right there. A good little body block denies Ostrix any reprieve. There we go back the other direction. Versio, thank you for the follow. My alerts are turned off in game, but I do appreciate all the support, y'all. Skyle purple with the primal is gonna pop it. Oh, gets slept, gets woken up. All guns pointed at the Winston, and Skyle nopes on out. Bot turns the corner, and here comes Waspo No with the engage. Skyle's trying to prevent too much pressure on the high ground, but eats a pulse bomb and falls right into Skyle. Oh no, a disastrous turn here for Qadsiah as Hev finds 3 in this fight. What a play. Katie, I'm throwing up some compliments there in chat. Hey, you know what? Got to throw some love to Hev on that one. Sneaking in underneath. Thought I go in for a bit of a flank here. Let's check out the other side. How does Qadsiah engage on this? It's back in on the Ana. Doesn't look like they were all on the same page though. Cycle gets cut off. The timing ever so slightly off there for Qadsiah, and it results in a trade. Not as clean as they'd like, but Skyle still trying to head in for another attempt. The bubble, not enough to block all the damage as QLM is able to roll in, receives a nano boost and looking to finish off. Haku finds the shot, lands one and a jab and a follow-up shot to conclude the map. QRX on a tear here to give map 3 over to Waspo Knows. They will move up to match point. A little bit of cleanup here in the final waning seconds. Of course, Qadsiah are not going to just roll over and die. If they are standing, they will come in here and try to fight, but against overwhelming odds, it is impossible. Waspo no, move up to match point.
Play of the game.
Oh, I got another QRX U-Palm. Yeah, right there at the end. Right there at the end. A little celebratory Deadeye. There for victory. But it's just I think my buddy Billy's at work. Billy speaks French. I'd get him in here to keep an eye. I mean, I trust y'all are behaving yourselves in chat, but I have no idea what you're saying. All right. Whoo-wee. Even with neither team able to field their full starters, this has been a one hell of a match. One hell of a match. Let me get some stats loaded up here for round 3. Boom. That was pretty one-sided. Oh my gosh. Kev goes 39-1? Man, I thought Kev was kicking some ass. I didn't know it was 39-1 good. Woo! All right. Now, Qadsiah, it is up to you to answer. Okay, interesting fun fact here so far today. No team has been able to win on their map pick. So if that trend continues, we're headed to map 5. Wasp pick Lijiang. Qadsiah pick Lijiang. Wasp won it. Wasp pick Eichenwald. Qadsiah win it. Qadsiah pick Qadsiah. Wasp win it. I'm sensing a trend here, friends. I'm sensing a trend. Oh, speaking of trends, swap sides. Qadsiah. Excuse me. This was Wasp's map pick. No ban here for Flashpoint, obviously, with just the 2 maps. Servasa picked. Get into it. Let's get into map 4. Are we going to that elusive map 5? Well, question we have to pose to Qadsiah. The onus is kind of on them to clap back after a little bit of a beatdown there on Qadsiah. Show me what you got, Qadsiah. Show me what you got. I will say, having your tank sub in is a lot more impactful than a DPS player subbing in, right?
4, 3,
So it's
2, 1.
I will put out that caveat. I definitely recognize that fact, Qadsiah. No one's judging you too harshly. We're just here to enjoy some fantastic Overwatch. I want to see a map 5 just because I want to see more of these 2 teams. Have going back over to the main here as we head into Surabasa. No changes from the other side. KDM sticking with the Ana. And this is... Hev did a really good job of locking down Skyle on Eichenwald. Now, Qadsiah we're still able to win that fight. We're still able to win that map. But that right there, that's what I was talking about. And just that little bit of inexperience on Winston. Just barely caught the toes on the May wall. Skyle is gone. First cap goes over to Wasp. Element Wasp / oh no. Was trying to section off. I think they turned the wall one too many times. I think they were trying to block off the back line there. Ostrix is able to knock the Ana down low. That sleep dart does not land. Where's Skyle? Skyle rotated back like was chasing my camera around. Ooh, Hev gets that kill just as they go into cryo freeze. Split second timing on the May, and this is going to be another extremely clean fight win for WASP Ohhhh. So far, no casualties. It's been perfect so far. Let me see how many times I can say it so far. Eden 01 over to Eden O-Dub 1. Thank you for the follow. Lucky Glenn, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation, but you got it, man. I appreciate you saying something. It's always nice to hear. It's always nice to see the appreciation. Ooh, that was a big bio-nade out of FACEIT. And it looked like Qadsiah just want to use that to kind of move back to the point. Forced WASP Ohhhh to slow down for a moment. Qadsiah take advantage of that moment. Try to solidify on this objective. Let's go QLM. Nope, never mind. Blizzard out over the point is we're going to get the countering Deadeye. Does a good job to dodge the pulse. Never mind. Does not get out of range enough. Tanks in a battle on the objective as Hev is able to melt through Haku with an Ice Blaster. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. It makes sense, I swear, friends. Skiles Primal picks up one, but Qadsiah have already given up control of this point, so it's more trouble than it's worth to try to stick around on this. I didn't get a French speaker in chat. Mines in. Ooh, was hoping to get the boop on the FACEIT into said mines. Little spin to win was giving me a headache there for a moment. Let's check out some QRXU. Point of view as they're looking to chase down these kills. Willem down low. Ostrix looking to follow that one up. Great wall out of Hev. That wall might be enough to secure this, even though Ostrix fell to the pulse. Ooh, I don't know. That cryo freeze bolstered by a nano boost from KDM. And everybody from Qadsiah have to just turn tail. Back on the objective. Psycho is a bit early to initiate overtime. Is dead. There's Skyle. That is good enough that you jumped right into a blizzard. That is a Winston Popsicle. Frozen Scientist. 2 points on the board. 1 away from going to 9-0 here for WASP Ohhhh. Ooh-wee, and a late stagger on the FACEIT. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts, FACEIT. Oh, I feel ya. I feel for ya. Ostrix is your duo on Overwatch 1. 48-67 peak on 40 FPS. Impressive. Now doing his best impression of a chandelier, a very deadly one. His mines are dropped over the entrance. I think Qadsiah got separated a little bit. Yeah, Psycho was on the wrong side of the mine. Skyle gets picked off, and this is looking like first cap going right on over. Really good mines from Ostrix. Just to throw a wrench in the approach of Qadsiah. FDP, did I say FDP? Skyle with a nano boost running into the Deadeye here from QRXU. Damn, I missed another of Psycho's pulses. Didn't land. We got that Deadeye in those. Ilpy. I didn't see any great shields. But was I just late on it? I was probably just late on it. QRXU here with a nano boost. Try to win out this fight here, despite being down a Lucio and potentially a sound barrier in this fight. Qadsiah moving back in is converging from both sides of this objective. Aku manages to keep feet on top of the wall. Critically enough. We've stabilized here. I think for the first time for Qadsiah on this map. Only hold online is going to be this pulse from Psycho. We're going to watch that. I'm not missing this one this time. Right into the back, lands the stick. There we go. There you go, Psycho. I got one for you. Ooh, nice little dodge onto the flashbang. Let's check out what's going on point. Skyle looking to melt through Hev, so they're unable to use the Blizzard. Mission success. Qadsiah are not done with this map, not done with this series. They're gonna grab this point. Majin is Ohioian. Oh, they know they're there. Yeah, Ostrix has scouted this. Oh, they didn't know Ostrix was there. What a wall! What a shot! Great plan, and the Blizzard to boot. And you tell me you have no macro. Come on now, Wasp. Oh no. That was rich. That was amazing. That was amazing. To be fair, they didn't say they had no macro. They said they rely more on their mechanics than their macro, but that was exceptional fight planning and execution here to kick things off right with only 1.8 in the sleep! The sleep from KDM to devalue the nano. And the biggest engagement tool Qadsiah had just went by the wayside. They're going to force to try to use the rally and the primal, but they got to contend with these mines in the back. Primal Rage has just been completely thwarted by a Bionade. Skyle will do good to get out of this one in one piece, just by the hair of their chinny chin. They're able to re-engage onto the point. We do have a QLM here with this Deadeye. The extra speed to try to turn the corner, see if they can find that pick. Ostrix will not be denied. Able to roll back out. The sandwich is so good here from Wasp. Oh no. As Ostrix disengages from one side, QRX you can have move in from the other, and it's just a pile of pain. One last chance for Qadsiah on this map in this series. Let's go to some out of Qadsiah. Pav. Here, see what you got. No ults. Vacator going over to Kiri for the first time today. I think that's literally just to catch up. Are they going to get the touch? Okay, Psycho is in with the touch. Cool, I didn't see Psycho initially. Scout goes down on the approach. The Curie makes it back into the fight. Sound barrier lands here for Ilpy. And Hev picks up two. Looking to finish off QLM. A Blizzard on the point and victory. And this Wasp Oh No squad with minimal scrim time formed 2 days before Season 2 started. Now sitting 9-0. Undefeated in EMEA Expert. They are your #1 seed, uncontested on top of the heap. What a team, what a showing. I can't wait to see both of these squads in full strength. This, I mean, I can't help also but feel this is gotta be a preview of our playoffs coming up in September. I don't know where in the bracket it'll fall. I'm not trying to be, that much of a prophet, but I can't help but feel that we're going to get these two teams in the postseason. Wouldn't surprise me if we see them facing off, in the later terms of the bracket. Looking like two of the strongest teams in the entirety of this division. And you can see why they both did so well over the weekend. Big props to both squads also. Coming in off of the Marathon 11 match weekend that y'all just had. Turn around and playing, very difficult opponents on both sides of the tape here. Big props to both of our squads all around. I'll kind of see a playing without their starting tank, having to sub their flex support into that tank role. When talking to the captain of Wasp Oh No, KDM was saying like everyone being AFK last minute is pretty much just a good summary of Wasp Oh No, with a little LOL in there. So it was, a little bit of lulls all around, but it was also a great match all around. So there you have it. Let's take a look at some stats here for our final map of the day. And Wasp Oh No kind of kept the good times rolling. Once again, we see Hev coming in with only 1 death. That is 2 deaths in 2 maps for Hev. So for round 3 and for maps 3 and 4, you're looking at 62-2 for Hev. 62-2 between Qadsiah and Suravasa. I mean, that's just mic drop. Leave it there. That's got to be your player of the match, right? Like, just that's got to be your player of the match. All right, GG's, friends. GG's. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate all the follows and all support. Seeing lots of new faces. It was good to get WASP No on stream. Sorry it took me so long to get y'all on stream, but man, you came out swinging today. Love to see it. What else do I got for you lined up this week? Well, we've got... I was going to cover Space Station VP tomorrow, Virtus Pro tomorrow, but they've rescheduled that match. So we'll see if I stick on that one. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick around on that one. I know Commander X is going to be streaming some more FACEIT as well. So I'm trying to coordinate with Commander X so that we're not covering the same matches. Want to get as many teams covered as possible and just get as much FACEIT out there as possible. Give everybody as much screen time as we can. So yeah, absolutely. Love the shout. Watch WASP, Oh No, in OWCS this weekend. Qadsiah is going to be participating, is going to be out there kicking ass in OWCS as well. So y'all go watch both of these teams. All of these players, deserve your attention, deserve to get their names told, and deserve to get their plays highlighted. Deserve to get a chance to pop off. So absolutely, great shout, Heinz. Great shout. Wednesday. We're moving on. We're going to cover Exoblivione taking on New Age. That one will be at 2 Eastern, 8 o'clock CEST on Wednesday. Thursday, I've got, that's NA. I will be covering TSM versus Citrus Nightmare for NA on Wednesday as well. So that should be a good one. One of the marquee matchups there in NA Master Division. Thursday, we'll be back here in EMEA for Everfrost, taking on Super Shy. I haven't had Super Shy on since week 1. Hattori and company. Also had pretty outstanding weekend in OWCS. Really, really excited to get this team back on stream. So, all right, but that is going to do it for me today, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. GG's. Congrats to WASP Oh No on an outstanding performance. And yeah, everybody enjoy the good rest of your time zone, and I'll see you around for the next one. All right, bye, friends.